All the village employees board meetings to order. Please silence all cell phones during the meeting. Look for approval of the agenda.
So move.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Item 3, public appearances and citizens' comments. No one here to speak, so we'll move on to approval of the consent agenda.
Make an approval of the consent agenda.
Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. New business. Consideration and discussion, resolution 2305, approving public emergency exemption for Highway 69 stormwater pipe repair. I thought Joe would be here tonight to speak on it. We've got a pipe, stormwater pipe that goes under the road down by the Swiss Air Hotel. Yeah. And the east end of it, about this far in, the band is rusted and let loose. It's a corrugated tube, and it's washing the gravel out from underneath. So this company come in and put a regular plastic tube through it and guarantee it for 75 years. And we got to do it because we don't want road collapse. Right. So we're just asking for, Lauren has signed the documents and sent them to that company. They're talking about hopefully being down here by the middle of the month. Because we've got 2 or 3 in Green County are going to be doing too. So, I guess, just a motion on it.
Correct, yeah, so this resolution allows us to bypass normal bidding requirements. For projects over 25,000, we have to bid that out. But given that it's a public emergency, we're asking to pass this resolution to get an exemption for that, so we can just move forward with the project as soon as possible.
What was the quote?
37,000.
800.
The quote.
I'll move the approval of resolution 2305.
Second. Okay, we have a motion second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Item B, consideration, discussion, use of ARPA fund for fuel heater and stormwater lining project. Now, I thought we were gonna take it out of ARPA.
So on page 14, I have a memo, kind of outlining where we're at now with ARPA funds. So far we've committed to using for the police squad car and the remaining lead line replacement dollars. So I have those highlighted at 60,000 and 6,200. I brought 2 more forward because they're more time sensitive than some of these projects we're still talking about. So the pool heater, which is 16,000. That's more time sensitive. Obviously, we want to get that done for the pool season. Parks and Rec Committee reviewed that and recommended the village board. The second item is that stormwater lining project, which is 37,800. We could also borrow for that, but given that we have funds in hand now, I would recommend using ARPA funds so that we can just go ahead and get it done. We don't have to wait for getting borrowing.
So we're just concerned.
Pool heater and stormwater lining project.
We approved the hiring process, basically. They sent us a quote, Lauren signed it and sent it back to them.
This is basically figuring out how we're going to pay for it. So we can use ARPA funds or we could borrow for it, and I'm recommending ARPA funds. So.
And like Lauren said, on the last item, it was so we could wouldn't have to go out to bid because it's an emergency. That's why we had to pass that resolution.
Does it make sense? I know we talked about the Parks and Rec meeting of the pool. And if we're getting into the pool season, did we?
I thought we held off on the benches. Yeah. Until the next pool meeting.
Or the-
Okay, or the 4 o'clock too, I think.
Yeah, I kind of left those items until the next meeting because Public Works is gonna also review some additional items, so I thought, let's bring them all together, but let's bring the 2 most urgent items now.
I will move the, approval of the use of the ARPA funds for the pool heater. And then, $12 and stormwater line, $37,000.
Okay, we have a motion and a second, any further discussion?
Just a quick question, with the pool heaters, how old are they currently? How many heaters do we have? How many heaters do we have? Is it just one?
It's just one heater, so we'd be placing it with 2 smaller heaters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
The chlorine.
Oh, yeah, no, oh, yeah, I ran pool, yeah, I understand. No, I'm not opposed, I just wanna know how old it is, if it's like a 5-year-old machine, then, yeah. Is there a reason why we went from one big one to 2 smaller ones? Is it gonna be,
It was much cheaper.
okay,
Yeah.
and then if one breaks, then it's half the price potentially.
Hopefully.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that seems like actually a very smart way of kind of doing it. We might have to run a little bit more plumbing, but that's gonna be pretty negligible in regards to that. It's probably be stuff that's gonna be a plumber to run it, so. Alright, cool.
Okay, we have motion second, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, motion carried. Item C, consideration discussion 2023 financing plan. That's in the packet. Lauren reached out to 3 local banks. Bank of Woodford came in the cheapest, and then Bank of Blair submitted another quote. There was a reason for it, I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, so I reached out to all 3, and I reached out to Bank of New Blair first, and they sent me their quote, and then I reached out to the other ones and let Bank of New Blair know I was bidding it out to other banks, and they came back with a lower interest rate. So Bank of New Blair and Woodford State Bank are the same at 3.9%. So I reached out to Ellers to ask, is there any other things we should be looking at in terms of bank loans, make sure we're getting the best deal. He had me reach out on 3 additional items to evaluate them. So prepayment option without penalties, loan documents do not include an accelerator clause, and no loan processing fees. Both Bank of New Blair and Woodford State Bank met all 3 of those criteria. Then I also reached out on it's called a day count calculation on interest rates. Basically, it's just how they calculate the number of days in a month and number of months in a year. And that's the updated memo I sent you all. Woodford State Bank would be slightly cheaper based on that calculation. I haven't run the full numbers, but in 1 year, we save around $800. So over the 10-year loan, it'd probably be a couple $1,000 that we save. So technically, Woodford State Bank would be a little bit cheaper. So I would recommend moving forward with them just because I think that's the most straightforward way to approach it. But I think either Bank of New Blair or Woodford State Bank would be a good.
I would have 2 questions here. First would be, who was the person who presented this concept, this idea to us in the meeting 2 weeks ago, a month ago? There's somebody who came here and asked, have you guys looked at doing it this way or going to a smaller business?
Yeah, so Goff has been one of them
Yeah.
who's reached out and asked us to bid it out. So I did bid it out, and then I had our financial advisor, which I included that information as well. I had our financial advisor compare GEO bond, so market loan, versus the bank loan. And did the financial analysis, and he said it is cheaper to do the bank loan. So I asked him, he said our villages normally do bank loans, and he said, yeah, they do it all the time. It just depends on the amount of loans. So I was surprised, I didn't know that that was an option for us until it's going through this, but the bank loan is cheaper for us. We do save about $86,000 over the 10-year loan.
I guess there's somebody from a bank that came in.
Chance
We're
Marty.
talking about Chance Marty, from the Bank of Blair.
Okay.
Okay.
So he was from the new.
He just said,
Okay. Right. He didn't make a presentation, right? He just said, look at us as a possible option. And then it sounds like golf was the one that was really pushing for you in the first place anyway, so you're gonna look at that, source of revenue, or look at that, even without Jam.
JAMCE.
Just better pay, the person who showed up. So, okay, I was just kinda curious of that, because I thought he was from Bank of New Glarus, and the sheer fact that he came to a meeting and said, hey, we could, satisfy this loan, that makes me feel like, okay, that's, a tick to go towards him over Woodford, but it sounds like we're gonna be pretty much doing the same. So,
We've got some small term loans through banking clears already.
okay.
I'd kind of like to give Woodford a shot.
No,
I-
in a year, we're gonna think about $800.
I agree.
Yeah, just.
I agree. I agree with you, Roger. We probably should give Woodford a shot. We've done a lot with New Glarus. Nothing's wrong with that. I just think that they're here and it's their turn.
well, they're the low,
They're the lowest.
they're the one, sort of our.
Yeah.
All things being equal.
Alright. Well, I guess I will make a motion.
I'll second.
Yeah.
Woodford State Bank.
Yep, that's what I'm trying to look at. Sorry, no. No, I'm not there yet. Yeah. So yeah, I guess I'll just go ahead and make a motion to, approve Woodford State Bank as the approved lender, for, 2023.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Question? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye. Opposed, motion carries. Okay, park and recreation. Consideration, discussion, comprehensive outdoor recreational plan amendment. Starts on page 20. Goes to 89.
Light reading.
This is our ongoing project,
I think the
so
amendment's way at the end, isn't it?
Yeah.
Page 84.
Yeah, and everything else is the same.
Okay. All in yellow.
Yeah.
Do you have all this, Peggy? You got on-
I'm looking, I mean, I've looked at it twice. I'm trying to monitor my screen and that, but yeah, I'm reading it.
Yeah, the highlighted in yellow and then the attached exhibit maps and certified survey, and the other all. What would be included in the agenda.
they say it's pretty much boilerplate, satisfy the needs. Part of the grant application.
Yep.
Well, I don't see why we wouldn't.
Wondering how to word a motion here.
I don't know, just maybe make a motion to accept the addendum as highlighted in yellow. I don't want to draw that.
I will move what he said.
Oh, I guess I'm second that.
Yeah, I don't, can I, because I know I'm in the chairs, can I vote on this without conflict
Oh,
of
that's
interest?
all, yeah.
I mean, we're not getting paid for anything,
Right,
so.
yeah,
Okay,
that's
I
fine.
just wanna make sure
Mhm.
to be totally transparent, so.
You know, I don't think you gotta refuse yourself.
So I used to do that a lot. It's gonna affect the hotel, so I should really vote, right?
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Okay, item B, consideration discussion Parks and Recreation Summer LTE position, page 90.
So, we've been discussing, our Parks and Rec director has early on asked about having an LTE do some of the, he does. And, payment of the salary for that would be taken out of his, but his salary, his hourly pay. And I think we've discussed, actually, you know, what I'm talking about. Sharing this with streets department as an LTE position. So that this person will take care of it. As another entity takes for your different things. So for now, it seems like I will say in future, we need to probably discuss and talk further about how we are going to operate in the future. Et cetera, but for now, we need to make one. This coming summer and this should be. Person still be the supervisor. Luckily, we have to go through us. But the budget doesn't change. Doesn't mean-
Looks like it goes down even a little bit.
Good.
But based on what there's other,
I see there's one bullet point here that says, Sunny and assist youth programming. Minor league and last fall. Is the LTE aware that that's gonna be part of his? Well, I mean, he's coming back from last year. And I was just wondering if that, if he relates.
This would be a new LTE.
This isn't-
Oh.
This isn't,
Yeah.
Oh,
So we would make that clear, and Chris has said that that would be more like little kid type programming.
okay.
They thought
I can't think of what his last name was.
Sammy,
Sammy.
Yep.
I was under the assumption that Sammy was gonna be. Okay. Very good.
Do you foresee any issues, because it sounded like he's gonna be shared with the Parks Department, right? With the Streets Department, yeah. Do you feel like there might be any conflicts of interest or butting of heads with Chris and Joe? If there's like, I need him, no, I need him type thing?
okay, so I'm gonna let Lauren talk about this. Lauren has discussed this. Parties involved.
Okay.
yeah, so Joe will kind of supervise the day-to-day, because Chris will be present as often.
Mhm.
So Joe and Chris will kind of talk about what needs to get done in the park, and then Joe will supervise them. I know Joe knows, like, the lot needs to be done in the park, so I don't see him pulling away to do other things. His main priority will be parks, and if they run out of things to do in the park, then he'll pick up things in the streets.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And I think, just in my mind, this is, not a long-term situation, I think. You know,
Something
through this summer, I think, through the months, we need to have some discussions on how we want operating the park, personnel, and so on. We've been operating kind of on a wing and a prayer. How long, you know, it's just, we pay it through this and get it done. And, I think going forward, we need to get more formal job descriptions. Who does what, when, and where, but, for now, this gets us going with the coming season.
sounds good.
And honestly, I don't know how much, how much you realize that, the past 3 years, and say because of COVID, things have been pretty quiet. Programs, whether that'll continue or not, I don't know. Through 2019, we had a really active participation in youth baseball. So COVID hit and things got pretty quiet. So we'll see what's coming up. Right now, I have no idea. I don't know. Registrations or. But anyway, let's get it started.
Well, then I'll make a motion to approve the Parks and Recreation, summer LTE position. Laid before us for $400 at $15 an hour, totaling $1,000.
Okay, we have a motion second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Here, item C, consideration discussion, application for use of Larned Park, Sugar River Bombers baseball tournament.
This is pretty much routine.
Yeah.
And baseball people are really cool with it. I mean, I'm gonna move it through the application for the Sugar River Bombers tournament.
I don't like bringing this up in, but we should. About that food truck that's gonna be.
Well,
And how do we wanna handle that?
I think we should improve on this tournament.
Okay.
And do we have an application this one?
No, not that I'm aware of, but I think Deanna was in contact with them about getting a tree
That's a,
tournament.
okay,
Yeah.
separate, okay, that's a separate item, and, I'm sorry.
Stuff.
We talked about it, just informally agreed that. Launches are getting. That should be.
I mean, given that speaking, the team, it said to me about that behind the backstop.
Yeah.
So we gotta ensure that he doesn't get approval back in, he's gotta park on the street.
Well, I don't know who he is, but, he follows our rules, or he pulls his truck on down the street, so.
And
No, I
That'll
was
be up
saying,
to, that'll be up to,
he's
Sugar
sure,
River.
I'm just saying that he knows when he comes, he's not gonna park on that. Right.
Well, he's been in contact, right?
Yeah, and I told Deanna and she knows that, and I believe those would be two separate permits anyway. Street use would be for the street, and then if you wanted to use the park, you have to get a
Okay.
park, so. But we'll make sure to clarify that with them.
Very good.
Was there a second for that? Was that seconded? No.
Nope.
I'll second.
Okay. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? There's no public works and safety, no finance personnel. Just so everybody knows, the village hall is closed tomorrow for Good Friday. And Lauren, what else was I gonna say?
There will be a town hall next Tuesday for Representative Fulton, at 6 PM in the community room.
And I think we should attend to thank him for, and I'll do it anyway else, but he was very instrumental enough getting that $1 million for the water tank. But it'd be nice. Of course, if we do that, we have a forum members, so.
Not necessarily, I mean, if you wanna make you could post tonight, a notice that says that,
No, forum.
there's this, the board members in attendance, and no action will be taken, et cetera, et cetera. There's a form for that.
Would you attend, Chuck?
What?
Would you attend? Maybe nobody on the board will attend, and I'll just do it myself.
I think that's your job, that's why you get the big bucks.
Oh, wait till budget time.
We put on.
You won't get no quote, I gotta put one on tomorrow to go to the Swiss there.
Oh, you do it for the Swiss Center, but not this.
Well, I might do it for
Congressman?
him.
Peggy, are you hearing all this?
I'm sorry, what?
Just fell off her chair.
Okay. Anything else, Lauren? Okay. Nothing else on the board? None, we are adjourned. Thanks, Peg.
You're welcome. Thank you for tolerating my picture up there. Bye-bye. Good night. Good night.
I did receive a request from